Hi everyone, and welcome back to the Wee channel, your Wee channel. So yeah, so excited to get started. And as you can see, my co-stars Yukon is here, our brown husky, and yeah, Alpha decided to join us. I'm so happy about that. So let's hope we get through this video without too much chaos and mayhem. But yeah, the Wee channel is your Wee channel, your transformational channel to take the I out of you and put the we back into you, so that you start thinking of yourself in a multi-dimensional way, So it's no longer Sandia is making this decision, it's we are making this decision. Yeah, and people can think you're crazy, that's okay. We can do with a little bit of crazy and a little bit of fun in our lives anyway, So yes, it's your magnificent mind, your magnificent heart, your emotions, your subconscious, all these things are making decisions every day. They're creating and they're manifesting. So you want to basically align them and integrate them. And all the different parts of you want to integrate them and bring them in total alignment so that the we then starts moving forward in an integrated, aligned way into society and creating the life you want. So let's get started. This is the next first installment. We gave an introduction on gratitude, and this is the next installment on gratitude. Have a look at the previous video on gratitude. But what it is really is you want to start living in that life. You want to make that really, really familiar, because the idea behind making what you want familiar and making what you don't want unfamiliar is that the subconscious, there's many ways to reprogram the subconscious, and one of the ways is to be able to install the correct programming so that you start noticing good things happening to you. You start being grateful. And when you start noticing good things happening to you and being grateful, you then start inviting the things that you want to come to you, to come to your life, So that's the thing with gratitude. Not only just that, the other reason you do it is just because it feels so damn good, You're having a really, really lousy day. Or on a serious note, you're depressed for what you've, for legitimate reasons, money, finances, health, the list just goes on. We only have to turn on the TV to see all the news about Corona right now, But in the middle of all of this, we want to just have that attitude of, just being grateful. And looking at the things we wanted to create, So what I do in my personal life is I have a WhatsApp group with myself, I'm always inviting my son and my man on this group, and then I'm taking them off, And so my son's so used to it, actually, So he knows I'm starting a group with myself. The crazy mom is at it again, So I started Gratitude web because I like to work with technology, I don't like writing down. It just depends on your preference. Some people love journaling, So this video is really for those people that love scripting things out. We'll come to other videos for people that don't want to script things out, But for those of you that like writing, or even if you're not sure, give it a bash and just see how it goes. But you start noticing things on a daily basis. You start writing it out, And so this morning I wrote, oh gosh, I'm so grateful for the bed sheets. I had such a good sleep, the duvet was so warm and I snuggled up to it, And it was a bit chilly last night, so I put my electric blanket on number one, And I was just so warm and cuddled, And in the morning I woke up and these two, my boys, they just gave me such a beautiful hug, and I'm just so grateful for that, And then I had an incident with the bank, where the bank called me and they said, look, we have to stop your credit card. We suspect fraud. There's a small amount that's gone off. Is it yours? And I said, no, that's not mine. So this has been going on for like 2 weeks. We're in the middle of Corona. They had to limit their courier service, understandably. So I was just letting it go, and I just visualized in my head that the courier would come to my house like they normally do. If it's not too much of an inconvenience, or it's not hurting anybody. But yeah, please come to my house, I said to myself in my intention, and just deliver it in my hand. I want to just see the envelope being given to me in my hand, and I want to receive it. And that's what I kept seeing. And then I just let it go. I went on with other things, and I cooked You know, I looked after my dad. My dad is with me. I'm so happy about that. You know, he's almost 80. So we're so grateful for any time we have with him. But yeah, we're in isolation and we just like, you know, loving just being together. And I put it out of my head, you know, how the credit card is going to get to me. I didn't care about the inconvenience of some of the debit orders bouncing. You know, I'll just put that in place again. You know, it wasn't, nothing is too much of a train smash. It just depends on your attitude. So when the gentleman called me, I said to him, at the end of the call, I said to him, you know, by the way, I just want to really thank you because you're doing such a good job. You know, you're just protecting me, and thank you for protecting me and looking out for me. And he was gobsmacked because he's normally so used to abuse on the phone. You know, call center people are often abused, you know, which we must never do. Must try not to do, please. But I just kind of looked at it like, they're protecting me, it's my protector, you know. And I looked at the bank like my boyfriend. Oh my gosh. And I wrote in my journal, oh, thank you, baby. Like I speak to my boyfriend, you know, thank you, my love, for looking out for me. I really appreciate you. If the bank saw my WhatsApp, they'd think I need to be committed. But I want to view it as this awesome service that's protecting me, looking out for me, making things happen for me. And that's how I want to view the bank, you know. So the next thing I know, I got a call, you know, out of the blue. I wasn't even thinking about it. And the courier service said, oh, sorry, we've destroyed the card, but now we actually got the wrong card and we're going to be delivering it to you. And the gentleman came to my yard exactly how I visualized it and handed it in, you know, into my hands. And that night I wrote, oh my gosh, I'm just so grateful for this happened, and I described it. You know, you don't have to describe it in detail, but just acknowledge it in some way, depending on your writing style. You know, just acknowledge it. And I also have a manifestation wrap, you know, with myself again, you know, and on the manifestation one, it's just a quick one where I just jot down the things that I've put out there and are starting to happen, you know. And it's so exciting when you see that because you get confidence. And then, you know, your bigger vision, it gives you confidence to then put out there what you really want, you know, big things, career, money, health, finances, kids, you know, so many things, your studies, you know. It just gets the momentum going and the juices flowing. So yes, butterflies, gratitude and journaling is super important. And for those that don't like journaling, oh, look at this Nunus. Do you see how gorgeous they are? Aren't they just so precious? Not everyone's a dark person, but for those dark people out there, just look at them. I'm so grateful. Yeah. So it's just going to give you that momentum and that impetus to just go forward and, you know, make it happen. So there's so many techniques to doing that, but what you're really doing is laying down the tracks for a rewired and refired brain. You know, Joe Dispenza talks about how you want to rewire your brain and put down those tracks in your subconscious, the good programming, you know. And the way to do that, the quick way to get your manifestations in place is really through gratitude. So it's critical. And you want to just enjoy it, because when you start noticing good things, even about your frenemies, you know, you're like, oh my gosh, I'm so glad my frenemy, don't call them that in your gratitude, you want to change the wording, right? But I'm so glad that they showed me that I can actually be softer and I can actually be nicer and I can actually look at people differently, you know. So there's just different ways to play around with it and have fun, you know. So yes, see you on the next video, on the next installment, and be so happy and excited to be on this journey. Lots of love, and don't forget to like, subscribe. Please hit that bell icon at the bottom and subscribe, and please do share. Thank you. Bye. See you.